Hello, everyone, and welcome back to an episode of the Northern Block Podcast. It is Monday, August 18th, 2025. I am your host here, Nordic 97, joined with LeBlock James. LeBlock, how we doing?
I just put water on myself. We good.
Yikes. We are in the dead dog days of the offseason. There is almost nothing going on, but we do have some news that we are going to discuss. Starting off with your Ottawa Senators. They have purchased the land to build the arena in LeBreton Flats. So, kind of awesome news. It was unexpected. We figured like they were working out the logistics and stuff. Like it wasn't something that was being stalled or anything like that. They finally put the plan in place. They have bought the land to do it. And LeBlanc, my only question is to you, when is the first shovel going down?
There's still so much framework to get done in this. The land's been purchased. They have permission to build what they want. They just need to get, permits. They need to get stuff from the city because this is all being built without taxpayer money.
Yeah.
The city said they would help out, but how are they going to help out? That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Because, even though Ottawa, the city people of Ottawa love their Senators, so I'm curious to see how this goes. They only got 11 acres of land, which is way more than they anticipated. The anticipation was they're going to get 6 acres. They got 11, so that's a really good deal. So
could that mean there be more that comes with that? Could there be
it's going to
bigger
be
arena
district? Looks like in Edmonton they have the arena district. That's it's going to be like here. It's right in between two big transit stations, so it's perfect.
So what you're saying is they're going to put a bar in there. And then after the game, you're going to get absolutely hammered, even more hammered than you usually are.
Absolutely hammered, then take the train home. It's simple.
Yeah, they're setting that up to be pretty good. But that is very smart. They have it near the train stations, which makes it convenient to not drive through the traffic of Ottawa, which I don't know about you, but traffic in Philadelphia is not great. Traffic in Toronto is not great. Traffic in every major city is not great. So it's very convenient for a lot of fans to be right by two transit areas. So I think that really is something that Ottawa is going to take advantage of as opposed to their arena, which was literally outside the city before that time. So it's going to be very beneficial in that way.
Yeah, the only backlash I've seen of this announcement is from people in the West End. Like, oh, but Canada. But here's the thing. For years and years and years, people from the East End and the South Ends had to trek out to the arena in the middle of literally nowhere. Especially when the team was bad.
Yeah, when that team was bad. It's going to be more less of a hassle for those parts of the city to actually get to a game, especially when the team's good. First and foremost, the team is a good team. So it's exciting. When do you think, and I know we've discussed it many times in the years we've been doing this, when do you think the arena will be finally built and constructed and the Sens will be ready to play games in it?
My estimation is 2030 or 2031.
That's what I think. Because, I think it's probably going to take another year, maybe a little bit less, to actually figure out all, the logistics and stuff. This takes forever. And when did we start hearing about an arena in LeBreton Flats? 2 years ago? A year ago? Yeah, so it's been a while since we officially got the announcement that, they're going to try and pursue land here. So this is just one of the many steps that it's going to take. And it's going to be a couple of years before we actually see Ottawa in that arena. But, hey. Takes time.
And I know
signing. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. And I know because I sourced around. Ann Lauer went to go visit Climate Pledge, and they have a contract. Not a contract, but they have a verbal agreement with the people who built Climate Pledge Arena to build this arena.
Okay.
Yes. The only thing, another complaint I got was, it's going to be just like Toronto. All the suits. It will never be like Toronto here. I want to represent that very clearly. It could be like Toronto now because Ottawa doesn't sell it to corporations. They know the fans are here. I've been down in that 100 level though. Every 100 level you go into, most of them, the fans aren't as rowdy. That's just how it is. And I don't think people who sit up in the bleeders don't realize that. I've been everywhere. Yeah. I've been in multiple arenas down there and up high. I say you want a real fan experience, you want to go sit up high.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Yeah, I definitely think this is going to be a very exciting arena when it finally gets built. But again, this takes years, so not surprised. Any more thoughts on the Ottawa Senators arena?
Up
We'll
to
be
it.
talking about this till I'm 30. Like that's what it feels like.
Up to
All
it.
right. Anyways. Oh, sorry. What do you got?
I said up to it.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're gonna go.
Moving on into the signings. You can tell that we're so out of this. We do have a couple that we want to discuss. Vitaly Kravtsov is back in the NHL. He has signed a 1-year league minimum contract with Vancouver. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Kravtsov is back in the NHL. He was originally in the KHL, I think, since 2023, so he's been there for 2 seasons now at this point. Actually, he's put up some decent numbers. He has a 2-way deal, which is $450K in the AHL. But Kravtsov had a stint with the Canucks after being traded there from the Rangers, or maybe it was waivers. I don't even know. But anyways, he had a stint with Vancouver. He decided to go over to the KHL. He's put up some good seasons there. Now he is back in the NHL, giving it another shot. I don't think he's going to be a big impact player. He might be an AHLer at that, but it's interesting news.
Kravtsov was really highly touted coming out of the draft. I think we know what the Rangers are in their development. They're not great at developing their prospects.
Yeah.
Vancouver kind of is, though.
Yeah, Vancouver's done a decent job.
I feel like Kravtsov, if, God forbid, the Canucks get injured again, he can find his way maybe into that bottom 6. And if he plays well in the KHL, maybe he gets a chance in that bottom 6.
Yeah. Who knows? Honestly, it's not a bad contract. Riker Evans, we made this prediction. He has signed a 2-year, $2 million contract with the Seattle Kraken. So a good extension there. We said he was going to be the first one to get signed. There are still plenty of RFAs on the board still, and we haven't really heard a lot about any of them. So that makes things very interesting. We're going to definitely need to monitor Zary, Luke Hughes, McTavish, Rossi, and all that. Very interesting. But yeah, Evans is off the books. Not a bad defenseman at the slightest. And then Travis Hamonic is off to Detroit for a 1-year, $1 million contract. LeBlanc, you had Hamonic on your team. How is Hamonic?
How's a car crash?
Oh, Jesus.
Like,
Jesus.
Hamonic the person, awesome. Hamonic the player, not awesome. Like, Bad. Yeah, like, definitely. Travis Hamonic is just, there's a reason Jake Sanderson started playing better this year. So he wasn't playing with Travis Hamonic anymore. Travis Hamonic brings down every player he plays with on the defensive pairing. You like random clappers out of nowhere that don't hit the net at all? That's Travis Hamonic. You like defensive breakdowns of Travis Hamonic. Hamonic is probably going to be, like, in Detroit's defenses, he should be a 7th D at best, though.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Like, I don't think he's going to play a consistent amount of time. He's a depth player, I think, to be honest with you. But it's kind of wild because he's like their 3rd or 4th highest paid D-man.
That's Hall. Hall is their 3rd
highest Hall. Paid D-man. My apologies. Hamonic's lower. But, my God.
I don't know if it's a 1-way or a 2-way. I never got that information.
It is a 1-way.
Yeah, he's going to play NHL minutes then. Like, you don't sign a 1-way deal and expect to play in the AHL.
Yeah, can it be 2-way if he's getting... Isn't it like you have to be below $1 million for it to be 2-way? Because he's getting paid $1 million, so it's definitely 1-way. Yes. Doesn't say it on my screen here, so I don't think so. It's kind of wild. We'll see what happens. Because, again, it's just kind of funny because they have, like, Justin Hall there and stuff. And, you know, they got rid of Petrie, but they have to bring in another bad defenseman. They just have to. It's, like, in the prophecy for Detroit. So, Hamonic there is pretty funny. Anyways, let's move on from that. Let's go over to what you wanted to do, because that's all that news is around the league. There is really not a lot. We are just in the dog days of the off season. So, yeah, let's hop into what you wanted to do. You wanted to do a top 10 favorite rivalries list / top 10 rivalries we're excited for next season. I know we did 2 of ours differently. I did mine like my all-time favorite. You did yours more based off of next year. So you want to explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so I thought we were going to do this where, like, I look at the rivalries. I look at the matchups from this upcoming season that, you know, hey, that big circle on your calendar, these are those matchups. So those matchups where, like, even like if you're not in the rivalry, you're going to say, damn, that could be a good game.
Yeah. I did mine more based off of, like, my personal all-time favorite. I know you have personal favorites in there as well.
Yes.
I think ours will be pretty similar for the most part, but Anyways, let's hop right in. It's a top 10, so we're going to go 1-1, 2-2, and all that stuff.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
I do not. I actually put together a top 10 list. I don't really have any other rivalries that I am excited for. The other ones are kind of just like bad.
I have Montreal Boston as an honorable mention just because, and here's the thing, I do like that rivalry. It's one of the best in sports. But going to next season, Boston's going to be very bad.
Yeah.
Very bad. They're going to be bad. And Montreal is still, I still think Montreal has a lot to prove.
Yeah. It is that is much lower on my list. I will tell you that much. So let's just hop right into number one. What do you have at number one?
We're going 1 to 10 or 10 to 1.
We'll go 1 to 10. Why not?
So best to worst.
Yeah, best to worst.
All right. My number one, I have Calgary Edmonton. Battle of Alberta.
That is always a good rivalry. Mm-hmm. It always is.
And like now that especially because when I was growing up, these two teams sucked. These two teams were so bad when I was growing up that it didn't really. I didn't understand the magnitude, and then both of them got pretty good. And then I went to Alberta, and now I understand the magnitude of the rivalry. Like it's in my opinion, it's the best rivalry in the NHL. It's not even close.
I'm glad you feel that way. Look, mine is more based off of my all-time favorite, but I always look forward to this every single year. It's always Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. On every single rivalry list, it will always be Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. That is a rivalry that I just genuinely enjoy. Even though the two teams were bad last year, I still enjoyed watching the games. Even though like Philadelphia, I think is starting to get better and better. Pittsburgh's on the opposite side of things. I still think it's going to be a fun series. It always is. Always a 10 out of 10.
I don't hate the placement. I respect it. I'm not gonna lie because that's once again one of my favorites as well. But
yeah. So number 2 for me, I'm just going to take that out of the way. It is Oilers and Flames. Okay. So I do want to say that. The Battle of Alberta has been awesome. It just sucks because Calgary's been like bad the last couple of years before this year, and the Oilers have just been good. So like it feels like it's kind of lopsided, but I think that definitely as Calgary starts to get up on this trajectory a little bit, it does feel like it's getting better and better as the years go on. I will never forget that one game in 2020 where Kachuk is beating the shit out of Lucic, and what is it, Mike Smith and Cam Talbot fighting? Oh, I will never. That is like a core hockey memory.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like I mean, like especially during the year of the pandemic, like hey, trying to interact with each other, like oh, kick your ass.
Yeah, so I am very, very excited to see how that's going to go this year. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is let's go over to a different province.
Okay,
Battle of Ontario.
Yeah, so Battle of Ontario, and I know like we're doing a rivalries list, so we're going to align a lot. That's number 3 for me. Yeah. I am looking forward to it so much. Yeah. I'm very excited.
So for me, I grew up in this rivalry, obviously. This means a lot. This means a lot to a lot of people. Like, especially because Ottawa's always fighting for relevance, and Toronto's always trying to push down on the relevance of Ottawa. It's kind of like, I always say it's kind of like blue collar versus white collar, where you get the greenness of Ottawa, and then you get the white collar of Toronto. And like, every time these teams have played, other than the playoff matchups in the early 2000s, they were either Ottawa was really good and Toronto was bad, or Toronto was really good and Ottawa was bad. Now, this year is for me the first year where they're both going to be like playoff caliber.
Yeah,
and
so I'm very excited.
And especially with the way that playoff series went, I feel like there's a lot of unfinished business that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these
totally.
These two teams, and I finally I always said before the playoff series, I was like, yeah, Toronto's a rival. They weren't there. After this playoff series, it's ignited my hate for Toronto again. I can't stand those boys. I'm not gonna lie.
So one other one that involves Ottawa for me at number 4 is Ottawa and Montreal, and there's a lot more personal to this because, again, you guys probably know that me and LeBlanc are like in a big friend group with a bunch of other hockey TikTokers and Habs fans, and it is so much fun to see you guys kill each other. That, like, honestly, that's my favorite part about like sports rivalries and stuff. I just love watching my friends tear each other apart. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
It's fun when you get the friends involved, but then also when the teams actually hate each other. Like, Ottawa and Toronto don't like each other. Montreal and Ottawa hate each other. Like,
there's genuine beef there.
Those two locker rooms can't stand each other.
Yeah,
and I think like people don't understand that. Even Montreal, like Gallagher has come out and said, "Yeah, we cannot stand them. They are to us. They are one of our biggest rivals."
Yeah. So like it's a very good rivalry, and those are two teams that are on the come up too. Like Ottawa just made the playoffs. I mean, both of them just made the playoffs for the first time in a while this past year. So again, it just makes everything more and more exciting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that rivalry as well. What we're at number? Your number 4.
I have number 3 still. My number 3 is actually Pittsburgh, Philadelphia.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
and then what's your number 4?
How the dynamic shifts, because you look at Ottawa, Montreal, when they were bad, the rivalry was still there. I want to see how Philly and Pittsburgh adjust to this. If Pittsburgh's on the downward trend, Philadelphia's kind of trying to get back in the upward trend. I'm excited to see how the narrative changes around this.
Me too. Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be fun to monitor as we keep going along here. What's your number 4?
Vancouver, Edmonton.
Oh, yeah. That'll be good this year, especially if Vancouver bounces back.
I want to remind you, do you remember how the last game of the year went for them?
Oh, yeah, it was war.
Yeah, McDavid tried to kill somebody, if you don't remember that.
Yeah.
Those two teams, especially in that playoff series, they also do not like each other.
Was that the suspension he had?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was their last game.
That was their last game, and so let me tell you this: there will be something that happens. I don't know what, but you can't go into there and just like say and it's like brush it off.
Yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to. That one's a little lower on my list though, just because I don't know how Vancouver's going to be this year. So I definitely want to just say that. My number 5 is Lightning and Panthers. Okay. And I feel like that should be actually a little bit higher in my opinion. But that rivalry has just been so good for a while at this point. Just both the teams have been good. It's crazy because it's funny because they'll play in the playoffs and Florida will just tear them apart. But it's honestly better in the regular season, more close, in my opinion.
I'm going to ask you this. In the state of Florida, do you think there's more Panthers fans or more Lightning fans?
I think there's more Lightning fans.
So do I. Okay, because I always look at the TV when I watch it, and I've seen some people have like vlogs online. When the Lightning play the Panthers, it's like it's kind of like when Ottawa plays Toronto. It's half blue.
Yeah. Well, I want to say this too. There are a lot of Panthers fans. Like they had a 10-year stretch where they were very bad, and Tampa has been very good for I would say
last 15 years.
Last 15 years.
They've made the playoff. They've missed the playoffs like twice in that span.
Yeah. So I think to be honest with you, I believe that Florida has definitely had more fans in the last 5 years, maybe last 2-3 years. I think they're gaining more fans as they go along. More people pay attention to it,
and more new fans are coming along, finding out about the sport in the area.
Definitely. So. But I definitely think Tampa has been relevant for longer, so I think that's why they have more fans. And I know Panthers fans aren't going to like that, but I mean, it's the truth.
It's just how it is, you know. My number 5 is Montreal, Toronto.
Okay. Yeah. Did I say Montreal, Toronto yet?
I don't think you did.
I'm trying to think. No, I said Ottawa, Toronto. Yeah, that one's always good.
Montreal, Toronto, when I was growing up, this is right where it's like, all right, both teams must lose.
I will never forget 2021. Yeah, that will forever be
and it's
insane.
Just, oh no, it's the oldest rivalry in the NHL.
It is,
and
they have been around since the inception of the league, basically.
The two two oldest teams in the league.
Yes, they are, because Montreal's been around since 1909.
Yeah, but this rivalry, you're going to get hits, you're going to get fights, but you either get a 5-4 slugfest or you get a 1-0 game.
Yeah, I remember the first game of the year, it was 1-0.
I actually bet Cole Caulfield first goal scorer, and it was the only goal of the game. I was so proud of myself.
Yeah, so
I
remember that.
Just to get out of the way, number 6 is Tampa Bay, Florida.
Okay. Yeah. Number 6 for me, it's actually Kings Ducks. I think Anaheim's kind of on the come up here. I'm expecting them to take a step this year. I think it's going to be a fun year for those two teams to battle it out.
Battle of LA. It is on my list somewhere, but those teams also hate each other. Those players hate each other.
Definitely.
Dylan cannot stand Anaheim in the slightest. So, oh no, it's always scrappy when they play too. It's always a really good game.
My number 7, and the reason why it's not higher is because I feel like it's so lopsided, especially recently. Oilers Kings.
Okay.
So that's number 7 for me. What's your number 6 and 7? Did you say your 6?
I said my 6. My number 7 is actually my Ottawa Montreal.
Okay.
It for me if I was doing like my favorite ones to watch, this would be up there. This is probably. Here's the thing. I can lose to Toronto. I can't stand losing against Montreal. I can't.
Yeah,
that's the one team.
Rough.
Like, well, like usually I'm after a game I'm fine. I'm like, oh, we lost. We'll get them next time. Montreal, I like sit there in the dark like this for like an hour. I have to turn. I throw my phone on the bed and I'm just like I have to sit there like this, just fester in the loss.
I believe it.
Yeah, my number 8 though is someone we haven't. My number 8 is actually Rangers Capitals.
My number 8 is Rangers Bruins.
Okay.
I think like Rangers Bruins has always been just like a original 6 classic. It's not that serious, but it's always like whenever you see those teams playing each other. What's funny is it feels like it's always a 1 p.m. matinee, but it's always 1
p.m. matinee, right?
Yeah, I always realize that like it's always a 1 p.m. at least once a year.
Yeah,
it's always Hockey Day in America too. Is when like it's they do that game.
Rangers Caps. You have the playoff series history of them. I could talk about that for the next 20 minutes if you like, and then you have the Tom Wilson effect. And then I don't remember last year, the year before, the huge brawl.
That was during Tom Wilson. Yep. I think.
Yeah, the huge brawl that happened. These two teams don't like each other, and they have history of each other. So
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Number 9 for me is Montreal Toronto. I like it, but it's not entirely my favorite rivalry.
That's fine. Like.
So, I mean, I don't really have like a say. I'm always rooting for Montreal, though. I'll be blunt with you. Just because it's so funny to watch Toronto implode. Not because I hate Toronto, but their fans, man, they just like...
Both fan bases suck. I'm not going to lie to you. Both fan bases, like, just grind my gears. My number 9 is Colorado Dallas.
That's a good one. Yeah, that one definitely has been gaining a lot of traction the last couple of years, for sure. Especially with Mikko Rantanen.
Mm-hmm. And especially with like they play in the same division, they're always fighting for that top spot. And I expect this to get even more nasty with the Mikko Rantanen stuff.
Totally, yeah. The Rantanen thing's really going to make it dramatic. And then number 10 for me, rounding off my list, is Flyers Islanders.
Okay.
This series would be higher if the Flyers were better, but I will never get over 2020. I still despise them for it. Oh, man, I'll never get over it until I play another team in the playoffs. But, man, that series really... Oh, that drove me up a wall.
My number 10 is LA Anaheim. So, Battle of LA.
Nice.
Couple ones we didn't mention. We didn't mention Rangers Devils.
Rangers Devils is, I feel like, that's actually a pretty good one, and it honestly should be on one of our lists.
It should be, yeah.
I'm shocked it's not. I didn't even think about that. Another one that I do want to give a mention to, it's really not that big anymore, but Red Wings Avalanche. That's always a good one.
Like, if we're doing like historical rivalries, that's like got to be up there for sure.
Red Wings Sens is becoming a pretty big rivalry.
Now that last year when Joseph left, the animosity was kind of gone from that.
You think so?
I want to see them play again this year because. Yes, they still don't like each other, but like that animosity has kind of dissipated. They still don't like each other, though. They're not going to say they're not. Yeah. Red Wing. If the Red Wings are good this year, I expect it to be a very, very good match. I'm trying to think of other rivalries we don't. Calgary, Vancouver is a big one too.
Did we say Penguins Caps?
We did not say Penguins Caps.
Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah. I also think Blackhawks Blues.
Yeah, Blackhawks
That's a
Blues
division rivalry. That's like a 2010 rivalry.
When they're both good, it's awesome.
Yes.
But now that St. Louis is kind of like, they're good, but they're not like great.
Great.
And Chicago is Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My last one, Maple Leaf Sabres, is always. It's not like a 10 out of 10, but like you can have your occasional fun game in there. I remember when Buffalo destroyed Toronto, like 9-3. Do you remember that?
I do.
I think it was last year. Like they just demolished Toronto.
Here's the thing: Buffalo has rivals. Just like Buffalo's been good for so long. Like Ottawa Buffalo was a huge rivalry back in the day. Buffalo Toronto. If Buffalo can get their shit together, that has potential for a really good rivalry.
Yeah. So definitely, like I think that it sucks that Buffalo's not good, but honestly,
I'm going to say Winnipeg, Colorado as well.
Okay, yeah, Winnipeg, Colorado is always good.
And Winnipeg, Minnesota.
Yeah. Vegas, LA can be good too.
Vegas, LA. When the Sharks are good, Sharks Kings, Sharks Ducks, those are decent. I want to see Seattle establish a rivalry with Vancouver eventually. Because when I went down to Seattle, they do not like Vancouver at all.
Seattle's just bad. Like Vancouver beats them every time.
Like even the year they were good, though. I went down the year they were good. They hate Vancouver. They don't like them. I think it's because they said I had one fan coach who's like, yeah, when the Vancouver fans come in here, they act like they own the place. I'm like, it's 3 hours away. Like, probably cheaper than going to a Canucks game.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I want to go back to the Coyotes days for a moment.
Yeah.
One that really resonates with me, I hated playing St. Louis. I fucking hated St. Louis as a Coyotes fan. Now with Utah, it feels a little bit different, but I hated playing St. Louis. I hated them.
Kings, Arizona.
I also didn't like Vegas either.
Arizona was always up there, too.
Yeah, I also didn't like Vegas. Vegas, I was not a fan of. I've come to like Vegas more in the last few years, but I was not a fan of Vegas.
No, my hate for Vegas is it's subsided like substantially. I used to couldn't stand them. Now, like I'll be honest, Vegas for me is kind of likable now. I think they are. I won't root for them, but like they're becoming more likable.
Yeah, I've come to like them more. There's more teams that I don't like in the league now. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got in terms of rivalries.
I'm going to ask you this as a Utah Mammoth associate. If you could pick Utah's rival, who would you pick? Because I'm going to say this right now. Geographically, it's Colorado.
Should be Colorado. I feel like they're still not going to like Vegas. Just being honest with you.
I mean,
I still don't like Vegas.
Like Utah and Nevada, they border each other, yeah?
We're right next to each other, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, definitely for that. I don't know. But, yeah.
I've always the thing is that NHL rivalries will never go away. There's always new rivalries that pop up. There's always here's the thing. In other sports, you can't make a rivalry like in the new age of sports. In the NHL, you can. We had a rivalry with Vancouver and Chicago back in the day. I never thought that would happen.
Yeah. I got to ask you one more question.
Sure.
What is a rivalry that is inter-conference or opposite conferences? Like, for example, Red Wings Avalanche that you like. One that has really resonated with me is Oilers Panthers. Yeah, that's one that's really...
That's one came to mind for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely one that's more recent. I do enjoy playing. It just escaped my mind. I do enjoy playing. Oh my god, the team just escaped my mind. I do enjoy playing Vegas. Like when I'm a Flyers fan, I do enjoy them playing Vegas. That's obviously.
I don't like playing Vegas. Vegas owns our ass. We beat them twice. Ever. I enjoy playing Dallas. I really do because we usually win actually.
Well, you have. Your friend you have Riley as well, who's always
funny. Riley, whenever we go to the game, Riley's we're gonna lose, and they always lose.
Yeah, so that's always fun. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's all I got for pretty much rivalries, basically, and this short ass episode of the MVP. We're in the dog days. There's really nothing going on.
One more question. I'm gonna ask you this: what rivalry hasn't happened yet? Do you think has some potential? I
feel like it's with Utah because like Utah's so new. I don't know.
I'm gonna say this, and I think you might
Give me
call
one.
me crazy. I have two of them. They involve one team: Columbus,
Okay.
Detroit.
That could be a good one. We haven't really talked about Columbus because Columbus is just like so.
And when Columbus gets good, when Columbus is good, Columbus and Philly might be a good one too.
That is a fun one. I will say that. That is one that does kind of often get forgotten a little bit. It's like a C-tier rivalry in the Flyers rivalry tree.
We should do
tier.
a rivalry tier list. We should do.
Not a bad idea.
All
right, we just gave ourselves another idea. Let's set it up and let's go.
Yeah. Because back in the day, back when Columbus was good, Columbus and Pittsburgh was a good rivalry too.
I remember 2017.
Yeah.
That was a good time. But yeah, you got anything else?
I got nothing else.
That is it for this short episode of the Northern Block Podcast. I just want to get this out. We will probably have another week or so before we actually start talking about next season. It's just so very boring right now.
We're still deep into the off season. Like we're not to the point where teams are still trying to sign their RFAs, and we want to make sure that we get the right rosters together when we start talking about them.
I got a question for you.
Sure.
What's your World Series prediction right now?
I want to say the Blue Jays, but that makes me biased. But I think the Brewers are on a crash course to win the World Series. But the thing about the Brewers is, every time they enter the playoffs, they choke. That's always how it is. I love the Brew Crew, but my World Series prediction, I'm gonna have us face off in the World Series. Just for fun. Jays, Phillies.
What, Philadelphia and Toronto?
Yeah, Jays, Phillies. Let's go.
I got Tigers, Phillies.
Tigers. Here's the thing for me. As a Jays fan, the Tigers don't scare me. Houston scares me, though.
Oh, Houston? Yeah. I'm a little bit scared of Houston. Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah. They do make me a little bit, iffy. So
Houston
I will agree.
Seattle make me nervous. Detroit does not.
Yeah. The only team, I'm not going to lie to you, I have a gut feeling that the Brewers are going to lose early.
Yeah.
I have a gut feeling.
I want to see them do good, though, just because, that fan base has been through hell.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to see them do good. They got Rhys Hoskins. Phillies fans know. But I have a feeling that it's going to be... Did they lose tonight? I have a feeling it's going to be very bad. They lost. It's over. The streak is over. That's unfortunate. But, yeah. My prediction probably is going to be... my biggest fear, too, is the Dodgers. I'm so scared of the Dodgers.
Yeah, we played the Dodgers last week, and it was damn, they're actually... they didn't do anything at the deadline. They're still good.
Yeah. They didn't need to.
Yeah.
But yeah, my prediction is going to be Phillies Tigers.
I would love to see two teams that haven't been there in a while. I like to see the Padres. Padres possibly get to the World Series too.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. If the Tigers or Jays get to the World Series, I'll be happy. So.
Totally. Yeah, I'll be happy if only my team makes it. But anyway. All right. That'll conclude this episode of the Northern Block Podcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We will see you in the next episode.
Yeah.
I just do what I do. See me? I just do what I do. Man, I just do what I do. To know about you, I just do what I do. Check. That's the intro. See that? Yeah. I just do what I do. See me? I just do what I do. Yo, check. Let me flip this script. I feel privileged for all who can witness this. I am close to divine. Know the moment is mine, need no omen or sign. Providing a back sound to all the squares that ask around. Be getting it, my skills pay me. Trying to get a million, baby, with an adopted flow that God gave me. Tell whoever runners that they spot is temporary till I take it, it's mine. I'm selfish, your will. Tell Miss I'm on my wealth tip. So when we cash out soon, I'm just investing. No yes men, I've been a legend since before mom and dad had me and was best friends. I chew through comp, don't test them. I chew on tracks cause after that I bless them. I just do what I do.